Let's do it. Let's unpresident him tomorrow. Okay, Cliff Schecter. Cliff Schecter is here. Wait, where's John? Is there no John?
They're both there.
Oh, yeah. Hi, John.
They switch depending on who's talking.
Oh, John Aravosis and Cliff Schecter. Cliff, just let's dive in because you're in Ohio.
Sure.
So tell us what you were saying to share with the listeners.
Well, I mean, Joe Biden is going to Cleveland tonight, which is a great sign. Ohio has been sort of almost 50-50. Nobody thought after Trump's win here in 2016 that we would come back to being a swing state, and we are. He's lost a lot of white working class voters who realized they were betrayed, and the suburbs are turning against him huge. And I'm in Hamilton County, which is the Cincinnati area, one of the areas Hillary gained from Obama, even while she was losing votes overall from 12 to 16. I will tell you, we went out to Warren County, which is one of our suburb communities, one of the 5, counties where Hillary did better than Obama did. And even then, you didn't see Hillary signs anywhere. We went out there for a soccer tournament for my younger son. I would tell you, there's so much Biden signage. And again, this is anecdotal, but still polling is showing the same thing in counties like this. This should be a very strong lean Trump county. And I would tell you maybe marginally, maybe 55, 45, 60, 40 at best, Trump to Biden support. Biden support was everywhere. None for Hillary 4 years ago.
Cliff,
it's a different thing.
I know everybody tells us don't get on the polar coaster, as Tom Perez told us last week, but it's close in Ohio, right? But what's the latest polling? What's your sense of the latest polls?
I mean, the latest polls, there was one that came out yesterday. I'm trying to think of which one it was. It had 49, 48 Biden. Wow. Another one that had it about 48, 48 tied. I honestly think it is one of these states that right now is really close. And because of surge voting among certain younger folks, in addition to college-educated and suburbanites who are sort of moderate-ish Republicans, literally running, screaming away from the Republican Party. Yeah, I think we can win it by 1 or 2 points. And again, Sherrod Brown, who's a brilliant strategist, and he's won here again and again and again statewide, has said he thinks Biden will win. Biden is coming to Cleveland tonight, the night before the election, a huge good sign. I don't just get on the polar coaster, but I look at averages. I listen to what people are saying, who I trust. When you combine anecdotes and averages, I'm feeling like we can pull out Ohio.
Wow. And you said that, Cliff. You said folks freaking out about the one Iowa Senate poll. It is one poll. Look at more than one poll, please. It is close and still winnable. I mean, I do think at this point polling is pretty, it's just like don't just vote. Just get everyone you know.
A poll came out the next day that had Biden up 1 and Greenfield up 1 in Iowa after they were shown down 6 in the Des Moines Register poll. You can't let anyone – you look at averages. Averages say we're in very good shape right now, and we need to all turn out and vote and call everyone we know who's going to vote Democratic and all the stuff we need to do. But I'm feeling pretty good that we're going to win back both the Midwest in a big way and the Southwest. We're doing pretty damn well, too.
Yeah, well, you retweeted Victoria Brownworth, who said Trump is facing an avalanche of opposition from women, people of color, seniors, and most importantly, new voters. Latest poll showing him leading in the 4 key states. And you said these look about right to me, factoring in all other legit recent polls and other available evidence, with the exception of Wisconsin, which is a bit high, which you said more like a +8. But we've seen the one poll in Wisconsin was Biden up 17. So I don't, that's
17. And another one showed him up 13. So maybe I'm crazy, because I start seeing a couple polls and I'm like, I couldn't imagine Biden winning Wisconsin by double digits. I could imagine him winning by 8 very much, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe something's opened up there that I'm unaware of, because a couple polls tell you something. And you said those other states, Arizona, he's doing very well. Mm-hmm. We've seen that 4 to 6 points. We've seen North Carolina, the lowest at this point shows it about 2 points. On the other end, you see 4. And most of them, the key thing that we talk about in our podcast is there were so many undecideds. When Hillary was up by 3, she was normally up 47, 44. Biden's above 50 in most of these states. That means you just hold your voters and you win. Yeah. So,
John Aravosis, they have become the party of whiners, just like Trump, right? We, you had tweeted the Detroit Free Press. Whitmer kidnapped suspect wants out of jail. He's diabetic and fears COVID.
Oh my God.
And I'm sorry, Cliff, this was you. You said a good way to not put yourself in this situation is by not plotting to kidnap and potentially kill someone for your cult. That's good advice. That's a pro tip.
I would think so. And if John, you can jump in on that advice if you'd like.
Sorry, John.
Yeah, this is what they do, though. And I don't even think it's new with them. They have always, even when they were in the minority, they claimed they were oppressed. Now that they control the presidency, the Supreme Court, and the Hill, the House at least, they're oppressed. Against the gays, they were oppressed. Christian white men are oppressed. And you're like going, really, in America, Christian white men can't get a fair shake?
Yeah.
This is what they do. The thing is, they're really good at it. And they're really good at convincing their people who have a lot of guns to go, oh, we're going to die if the Democrats win. And it's become more and more dangerous, obviously.
Right.
John,
I mean, John and I were thinking about, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, John, your thoughts on Lindsey Graham. Embracing.
Can I really give my thoughts on Lindsey Graham?
You're asking the gay guys. I'm sorry.
Embracing the so the rules are apparently you can be. I know that I've already cued him. Okay. Yes. You can be African American in South Carolina as long as you are conservative, not liberal, and you can be a woman as long as you are for the traditional family, because he's a traditional family guy.
Of course.
As you know, John, he's.
That was just bizarre. Yeah, traditional family. First of all, he's single. I mean, we don't even have to get into the other stuff. He's in his 60s and he's single, never been married.
John, he just likes being a bachelor. Come on.
Well, he's never found the right girl.
He's
yes.
He's Uncle Arthur. He's
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
When is that nice Liberace going to settle down and find a nice girl?
All right, no, you have to listen. You have to listen. Here's Lindsay.
You know what I like about Judge Barrett? She's not everything. She's just not wicked smart. She's incredibly good. She embraces her faith. Yeah. I want every young woman to know there's a place for you in America if you're pro-life. If you embrace your religion and you follow traditional family structure, that you can go anywhere, young lady.
Isn't that code for anti-LGBT? Isn't that code traditional family structure? Yeah.
Yeah, it's code for anti-LGBT. It's also code for anti-women. It's also code for anti-race, because God forbid we mix the races.
Yeah.
I mean, no, Lindsey, the thing is, Lindsey Graham has been trying really hard for the last year to be sort of as Nazi as possible. And part of it is being as macho as possible, which is just, whatever. Let's not even go there. But I think, no, but that's what he's doing, though. He's trying to play this, I'm the traditional man and women and me. But, this stuff plays with his base. It's the Republicans are kind of, I don't get it anymore.
But I don't think he's convincing at it, John, in the way Trump is, sadly.
But isn't that what they're saying is, not a lot, but that he can peel off enough young black men or Latino men. And somebody said, it's the macho factor. I'm like, the guy that uses hairspray and makeup and a girdle and wears lifts.
Yeah. And decorates his apartment in gold like Liberace. He's the macho one. And talks like this with his hands.
Yeah.
I mean,
the guy that couldn't go out in the rain because he was scared it would mess up his hair. That's the macho.
He's the macho one.
The one that was shivering in the cold. Like, wait, Biden talking about that.
And I love the traditional family values too.
Yeah.
Because, Trump has a very traditional family of 3 women and 5 kids from them, and, very traditional.
Yeah. Biden talking about that. Macho.
The president likes to portray himself as a tough guy, the macho man. But when was the last time you saw a president of the United States literally being laughed at by the world leaders at the United Nations when he got to speak? The entire UN laughed at him. When's the last time you saw a president of the United States attend a NATO meeting being openly mocked by the leaders of the NATO countries, making fun of him? Tough guy, my word.
You got bleeped by a horn. It's fantastic. Yeah. And then this one.
I love it.
Hang on.
Can you believe we have a president who's Vladimir Putin's puppy? Putin put bounties on the heads of American soldiers in Afghanistan. Trump spoke to him 6 times since he knew about that, and he's too scared to challenge him. Donald Trump is not strong, he's weak. He commands virtually no respect on the international stage. This is a president who not only doesn't understand sacrifice, he doesn't understand courage, physical courage, that it takes to wear that uniform.
Yeah, that's what Malcolm Nance always says. He's a physical coward. You could see it last night with his, I'm so cold, I'm so cold.
He doesn't fire people. But again, even what we saw about him firing people, Stephanie, remember?
Yeah.
How his whole career is, oh, you're fired. And then he got in. Fauci, everyone he wants out, he's terrified about confronting them. He's terrified.
He has somebody else call them and do it. Yeah.
Well, he tries to force them out because he's such a chicken.
About
we need the horn beeping. Beep. But it's interesting though, because but he's such a con man that literally it seems like nothing he sells about his own personal story is real.
Yeah. I'm sorry, he's a chicken. He's a chicken what?
Yeah. Chicken.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you.
Wait, and one more from Biden.
A chicken. He's a chicken.
Meep. Okay.
Oh,
By the
Travis.
way, today he said he is I think he said perfect physical specimen.
Biden
Maybe
went there.
that's why he thought he was able to write off $70,000 on his taxes because he needed special hair care. Seriously, $70,000 written off for hair care. I tell you what, man, I hardly have any hair, but I'd rather have what I have. Stable, perfect specimen. Whoa. We couldn't make this up,
So Cliff, you're the straight dude. Was that a 40-footer Obama sunk? A 50-footer? What was that? On the basketball court, right?
Yeah.
You tweeted
I mean,
Obama.
Obama is so effortlessly cool.
Well, that's what you
Right.
tweeted.
It's
Just
barely-
effortlessly
Yeah, go ahead.
cool.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
He's so effortlessly cool, and here's this guy in his lifts where he's like leaning forward, like he's gonna fall over on his face with his 280 pounds of whatever that is. And after he's binged the extra crispy KFC while watching Fox and Friends, and just the whole thing. I'm sorry if I'm not making general statements towards people, but that this guy claims he's the perfect specimen.
Yeah.
He had bone spurs, so he couldn't go. He's the weakest, wimpiest, whiniest. It's incredible.
Someone
It
described
really is.
Trump. Someone described Trump as a centaur with the back half missing. Think about it. The way he leans forward, his butt's kind of sticking out, and it's like the back end of the horse is missing. That's Trump.
Oh no,
You mean
it's
the horse's ass
all
is
it's all
missing?
ass. Oh,
You will
no
never
horse.
not see that again.
No horse, all ass. This is the delight you get on the unprecedented
Absolutely.
podcast on the Sexy Liberal podcast network.
You guys
John,
are knocking it out of the park.
Yeah,
I love
you.
listening
I
to you.
love your show,
Yeah.
and
Well, thank you.
run through the tape, right? Vote. Let's make all these predictions come true. John and Cliff, thanks so much. Appreciate it. We will talk to you after the election.
Thanks.
All right.
Absolutely.
All
Thanks
right.
as always for having us
Bye-bye.
You
on,
got it.
guys.
You're welcome.
All right.
Take
All right,
care.
Bye.